Shalom, welcome back to Flipping Pages, Stirring Sauces. It has been a while, and as usual, lighting is always an issue for me, but it's some ungodly hour of 1:28 in the morning, and so for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And it would really be appreciated if you would share this video. Last time I was on this platform, I said that I was going to go in hard on Pure Later, Teamsters, and the Canadian government. And every time I try to do that, I am being told, trod silently, cautiously, where Pure Later and Teamsters is concerned. And so I'm going to listen to that advice and move in silence. The Canadian government, on the other hand, is a very corrupt entity, and they seem to think that they can just do whatever they want with people's lives, tell people what to do, and force things on people and lie to people. And I've often said that facts is stranger than fiction, and that holds true. And people might think that I'm crazy, but I don't care. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The creatures that are running the earth, the creatures in high places, are not human. They are either clones, artificial intelligence, or reptiles. And the real Justin Trudeau is dead, and has been dead for a very long time. I'm not the only one that knows this. There are other people out there who is aware of what's going on, and we have to rethink the way we look at the world. There's a lot going on in the world, and we have to rethink the way that we look at it, and we question how these entities can do the things they do, which with such little regard for human life. And the reason they can do it is because they're not human. And that sounds strange, but like I said, fact is stranger than fiction. And almost every leader in the world right now is either artificial intelligence, a reptile, or a clone. and their intent is to extinct the melanated man and to take the rest of their own people into captivity. They have little regard for the melanated man. Case in point, the Berlin Conference. They got together and decided to carve up the continent of Africa. And this country was going to take a certain part, and that country was going to own this part, and they didn't consult the people who owned that continent, the people who lived on that continent. They weren't invited. Their wishes were never expressed, nor were their wishes ever requested. They just went ahead and carved up Africa without regard for the people living there. They don't see us as anything other than cattle. To do what? To do with us what they want. Now their time is up, and they are going back and forth making mischief because they know that their time is short. Babylon just released poisonous chemicals on their own people, and they did that to their own people so that when they try to do it to us, we will say, oh well, they did it to their own people and it was an accident. No, it was very deliberate. Their plans are very deliberate, and there are no accidents. It was a very deliberate act, and it's an act that could contaminate their entire water system, because where they have released these chemicals, they're very close to arteries that leads right back into the oceans. These streams flow into rivers, which flow into the oceans. So their actions could have far-reaching consequences. But Babylon is not thinking about that. Babylon has so much hate for the melanated man that all Babylon can see is our destruction. Babylon doesn't realize that without us, there will be no earth. And I said a while back that Babylon is going to implode. Babylon will implode and will be destroyed. The unfortunate thing is, they will take 2/3 of us with them because of lack of knowledge. Now, when you look all around the world, there are indigenous melanated people in all of those countries. China, Thailand, the Philippines, Australia, South America, Central America, all of the Americas, all around the world. This earth was populated by melanated people. And what have the indigenous people done? They've separated themselves from them. And they live in the mountains where it's very hard to get to them. Now, we were persecuted before, and the Creator said, when you see these things, come out from among them and be ye separate. We've done that in the past, and it's time again for us to do that. We need to come out from among Babylon so that Babylon can be destroyed, because Babylon must be destroyed. And by us staying among Babylon or Esau, we are preventing the Creator from doing what needs to be done. It's time for us to do that. Now, if you look at Canada, Babylon, and Jamaica, all of them at the same time was trying to take away guns that were legally obtained by their citizens. They're all trying to do that at the same time because they don't want their citizens to be armed in order to defend themselves. Guns are not the only form of defense that we have. Everything you need to know about preparing to defend yourself is still available on the internet. But there's another form of defense. And I've said that we have within us the power. The Creator spoke this world into existence. And then He created us from the dust of the earth. And I've said many times that our words are powerful, and they are powerful. The Creator gave us dominion over everything on this earth or inside this earth. And it is written that His power was given unto us. So if the Creator has the power to speak things into existence, and His power was given to us, we have that same power to speak things into existence and speak things out of existence. And so, these entities that are going back and forth making mischief and lying to us, there are so many truths being revealed. You see, they wanted certain things locked away for 70 to 75 years, and it didn't happen. And so that threw a big monkey wrench into their plans. And so all of these little things they had to scare people got delayed. You see, they talk. They are using the power of speech to manipulate and scare people. I remember one guy said to me, well, I took it because I was afraid. So the very thing that he was afraid of, he ended up accepting it because he was afraid. How does that make sense? The spirit of fear is not of the Creator. And when you remove that fear from the equation, they are powerless. Now, getting back to the ability to speak things into existence. There's been some amazing things happening in my life. You think it, you believe that it will happen, and you speak it, and it happens. Sometimes I'm amazed at the revelations or the downloads. And it's not major things, it's little things. The other day, something wasn't working the way that I wanted it to work. And I asked the Creator to fix it. And I believed that He would fix it. And once I spoke my request and believed that the Creator heard me and would make it happen, it happened. And sometimes when these things happen, you think, wow. The other day I said to my son, you need to go to the mailbox because you have mail. He said to me, there is no mail in the mailbox. And I said to him, you have mail in the mailbox. Anyway, he didn't go to the mailbox. I went to the mailbox and I picked up the mail. And he had mail in the mailbox. I brought his mail home to him. And he was amazed. He said, Mom, how did you know I had mail? I said, I don't know. I just knew you had mail. And a couple of weeks ago, I was told, go to the mailbox. There's money in the mailbox. And I said, I'm not expecting any money. But anyway, I believed that there was money in the mailbox. And I went to the mailbox. And there was indeed money in the mailbox. And I went to the bank to put some of that money in the bank. And I have been craving star apple and gooseberry. And I went to the bank and I was on my way home. And I was saying, it's too bad. Gooseberry season is over. And star apple season is barely begun. There's no way I'm going to get any gooseberry until next season. And I'm not going to get any star apple because star apple season is, probably not even started yet. And I was told there's Star Apple at the store. Go to the store. You will find Star Apple there. And so instead of coming home, I went to the store. And indeed, not only was there Star Apples there, they had kneesberries as well. And I bought my Star Apples and my kneesberries and I came home and ate them. And it's little things like that, and sometimes I'm talking to people and I will tell them certain things and they will say to me, well, how do you know that? I don't know how I know that, I just know. And one of the major things that happened, a friend of mine, a relative of hers, was murdered. And I was talking to her and I was saying to her, his spirit is coming back soon. He didn't stay there very long. And I said he's switching places with somebody. And then the information that I was getting, I wasn't comfortable with it. And so I said to her, oh, I'm not going to talk about that. The information that I was getting was that her father was going to die. And I didn't want to say that to her. And then I learned some weeks later that 2 of her family members died. They are her father's children. So the connection is there to the father. And had I pursued it further or penetrated it more instead of shutting it down because I didn't want to deal with the unpleasantness of it, and I didn't want to pursue the conversation because I didn't want something to come out. But yeah, and I know that very soon I will get confirmation of a pregnancy. And I've said to her that you will hear soon that somebody's pregnant. Somebody in that family will be pregnant soon. But I'm just a vessel delivering messages. I cannot take credit for the information that is given to me, the messages that have been given to me. I cannot take credit for them. But what I can do is believe that our words are powerful and we can use our words to prevent things from happening to us and our loved ones through the power of speech. And the governments think that they can disarm us so that they can control us. But the Creator works in mysterious ways, because here in Canada, in certain provinces, refuse to cooperate with that lunatic and take away people's firearms that they are legally entitled to have. And they always try to blame it on something else and try to make some other excuse other than what the truth is. But when we ask them the truth, or when we demand from them the truth, they have to tell us the truth. They will throw some lies in there, but they have to tell us the truth. And so many things are coming out. And you see, Babylon, I think Babylon is referred to as a whore. And if you look at all the places in the world that are destabilized, Babylon is at the root of it. The Libyan president, Muammar Gaddafi, I think his name is, was taken out by Babylon because he wanted to unite the continent of Africa, and he didn't want to rely on Babylon's fiat currency. He wanted his currency backed by gold. And as a result, he was deep sixed by Babylon. And every leader who has stood up to Babylon and said no, from Malcolm X to Martin Luther to Marcus Garvey, Babylon has deep sixed them. Because Babylon is afraid of a united population of melanated people. And they will do whatever it takes. But I wanted to draw comparisons between Justin Trudeau and Andrew Holness. If you notice, everything that is going on in Canada is also going on in Jamaica. Andrew Holness has offered Jamaicans up to the WEF. Justin Trudeau has offered Canadians up to the WEF. At a time when Justin Trudeau was advising Canadians not to travel to Jamaica because it's dangerous, he was vacationing in Jamaica for 10 days. They really believe we're idiots. They really think that people are stupid. Why would you be there on vacation when you've advised Canadians not to travel there? Why were you at a Caribbean conference? People think that the Caribbean is a small little place made up of a few islands, but it's not. I believe there are 47 or 48 Caribbean countries. We have the Bahamas, Trinidad and Tobago, Dominica, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, Belize, Aruba, Turks and Caicos, Saint Martin, Cayman, Colombia, Mexico, Honduras, Argentina, Brazil, Ecuador, Bermuda, Jamaica, Antigua and Barbuda, Dominican Republic, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Puerto Rico, Guadalupe, Guyana, Curaçao, Costa Rica, Peru, El Salvador, Guatemala, Bolivia, Paraguay, Barbados, Cuba, Montserrat, St. Lucia, Martinique, Suriname, Anguilla, Saint Bartholomew, Saint Martin, Venezuela, Panama, Nicaragua, Chile, Uruguay, Vanuatu. And there are some more, but they're American territories. And you have the British Virgin Islands. I didn't include them on the list because they're part of Babylon's territory. And some might argue that Guyana is in South America. Yes, Guyana is partially in South America, but it's also a part of the Caribbean because it's at the top of South America and it touches the Caribbean Sea. So it is also considered a part of the Caribbean. So I named those places off so you can get an idea of the number of countries in the Caribbean. It's not just a few little islands. And the Caribbean is a very stable region. And it is a stable region because the people of the Caribbean, we appreciate our differences. And our differences is what makes us special. We live together in harmony in the same geographical region. We respect each other's space. And we borrow from each other's cuisine, customs, traditions, etc. We all know that Haiti is abundant in natural resources and culture, and yet they are considered one of the poorest countries in the world, when in fact they are one of the wealthiest countries in the world. They have natural resources that are not found anywhere else. But Haiti has had no peace because Babylon has had a stranglehold on them for a very, very long time. It is sucking the very breath out of the inhabitants of Haiti. It was the French. It was actually the British, then the French. No, I should go even further back. The Spaniards, the British, the French, and now Mystery Babylon. Babylon has destroyed the Democratic Republic of Congo. And have pitted deeply melanated people against each other. Babylon has deeply melanated people in the Democratic Republic of Congo killing each other so that they can continue to rape and pillage the region for its natural resources. The Democratic Republic of Congo is probably the richest nation in planet Earth because it is bountiful in natural resources, and yet it is considered to be poor, and it has been destabilized because, you see, in order for Babylon to survive, Babylon has to keep certain countries down, oppressed. And Babylon has no qualms about deep sixing people in order to steal their resources. I give you Libya. And now Babylon seeks to destabilize the Caribbean, divide and conquer. Now they're trying to have Caribbean countries, in particular Jamaica, join them to invade Haiti. They want to assassinate a revolutionary. Or is it a revolutionist? Who they refer to as a gang leader. But let me tell you something. Revolutionaries are people who are not afraid to put their lives on the line in order to liberate their people. And whenever anyone stands up to Babylon or stand in the way of Babylon, raping, pillaging, and stealing from their people, Babylon puts a label on them and then deep six them. Babylon, the whore, is afraid of melanated people uniting. And they can only survive when their lies pits us against each other. We cannot allow Babylon to destabilize the Caribbean. We must not stand against the revolutionary fighters in Haiti. We must stand with them and reject the lies that are being told by Babylon. And if you need a different perspective, there's a program called Redacted on YouTube. and on Rumble. They had a man on the ground in Haiti, and they do what mainstream media refuses to do. They've been to Haiti. They've done their investigation and has gotten the other side of the story. And if you give them a listen about what's going on in Haiti, you'll get the other side, not just the side that Babylon wants to push. Now, Haiti has told Babylon to stay out of their domestic affairs. But Babylon and its whore to the north chooses to ignore the wishes of the people of Haiti and wants to force their will on them. At a time when Justin Trudeau was telling Canadians to stay away from Jamaica, he was in Jamaica trying to involve Jamaica in their plans to deep six a revolutionary. They must really think people are stupid and ignorant. Now, Andrew Holness no even have dry doo-doo in him body. But he wants to send Jamaican defense soldiers to Haiti to work with the United Nations. The United Nations doesn't unite anything or anyone. Wherever they go, they leave death, destruction, and fatherless children. There's nothing united about them. Yeah, they're united in wickedness. Andrew Holness, your house is filthy from roof to floor, from floor to roof. They don't have enough dumpsters in the world to clear out the filth out of your own house. So I suggest you clean up your own house before you try to go clean up Haiti's house. And that military base that Babylon have on Jamaica, it is within Babylon's best interest to get that base off of Jamaican soil. You guys are not fooling anybody. You shut down the country so that Babylon could move its military equipment onto that military base. Well, now the world knows that Babylon has a military base there. Don't end up on the wrong side of history. And don't end up on the wrong side of this fight. You see, Babylon thinks that it can fight the Creator. I've said for a very long time that spirituality and technology is on a collision course. And when they meet, spirituality will win. You cannot fight the Creator and the Creator's words will not return to him void, and he has said that Babylon will be destroyed, along with its whores. So if you want to be one of Babylon's whore and be destroyed right along with Babylon, that is up to you, but I implore the Jamaican people to do something about this character. And Your Holiness, you need to call an election. It's long overdue. And what you are doing, trying to delay it to February 2024, that is illegal. Mark Golding, you need to get up off your ass and tell this man hell no. Jamaican people, you need to lock down the country until an election is called. Don't sit back and let this lizard become a dictator over you. Lock that country down. Go on strike until an election is called. During the height of the Kool-Aid or the lemonade, he called an election. He could finance that election himself with all the... He could finance that election himself. Jamaicans, get up, wake up, stand up, and tell that dictator hell no. And to all those Jamaican military and defense personnel who think that it is a good thing to follow that lizard and go invade Haiti, what do you think you're going there to do? What do you think you're going there to do? You think you're going there for tea? You think you're going there to have tea with the Asians? You're going to get yourselves killed. And they expect you to go there and kill other melanated people. At the behest of Babylon and that lizard who has his head so far up Babylon's ass, he has shit stains around his neck. And YouTube might take this down or strike me. But the truth is the truth. You need to tell Andrew Holness no. If Babylon's lips are moving, they are lying. And they will use anyone and do anything to achieve their goals. We in the Caribbean must form a united front against Babylon and make it clear to Babylon and its whores that they will not destabilize the Caribbean. And Jamaicans must make it clear that she will not do Babylon's dirty bidding for her, no matter how much dirty Benjamin it throws at them. It is time for that lizard to go. And Marcus Garvey's words must come to pass. For any Jamaican who sets foot on Haiti's soil in cooperation with Babylon, I declare that you drop deep 6 where you stand. I said it, I believe it, and it will happen if you set foot on Haiti's soil. And like I said, Babylon has unleashed chemical poisoning on its own people. What a nation that partakes in such a wicked act give a damn about the people of Haiti? I think not. I declare that if Babylon takes any actions against the revolutionaries of Haiti, that Babylon experiences a devastation like they have never seen before. You heard about fire and brimstone? I declare a devastation on Babylon by fire and brimstone and earthquake like they've never seen before. I believe it, I said it, and it will happen. No doubt in my mind. We need to come out from among Babylon so that the Creator can destroy her. It is time for the Exodus so that the Creator's words can be fulfilled. I will be peaceful with you if you are peaceful with me. But if you come against me or my people, I'm not waiting for you to strike first. We've had enough. We've had enough. You need to get off this planet. We need to stop letting these lizards, artificial intelligence, and clones dictate what we will and will not do. They need to respect us. And they need to know who the Creator gave this planet to. And I'm not advocating that you go and start mischief or problems with your neighbor down the street who's trying to survive and feed their family. That 1% who flies around in their private jets here, there, and everywhere, crisscrossing the skies, and then telling us how to live. Can't do this, you can't do that, because of your carbon footprint. And to that I give you the middle finger. And the other thing, Jamaicans, when you see those jets spraying the air with chemicals, it's not good for you. They should come down. Speak them down. Speak them down. Command them to fall out of the sky. But when you command them to fall out of the sky, command them to fall out in a wooded area that is not inhabited. So that no innocent blood is shed. You command them to come out of the sky. Believe it, speak it, and it will happen. Unleash that power that is within you. I know it's possible because the Creator has given me the ability to do it, and I've done it. I believe that I'm going to leave it there. I give you my peace. I give you my ahab. Please like, share, subscribe, and help to get this segment to as many people in the Caribbean as possible. There is a spiritual war going on. And when a person or an entity is desperate, they will do desperate things. The man of lawlessness is desperate right now. Babylon is desperate. With their fall, the head will rise back to its position of power. Until next time, Shalom.